Welcome back to Living Local. With kids going back to school soon, the thought of buying uniforms and supplies is probably starting to crowd your mind, and maybe you're a little stressed out thinking of how much you're going to be spending, especially with 2 or 3 kiddos to shop for. And it doesn't have to be stressful nor an expensive experience this year. We have Jensen Bates, Director of Retail with Goodwill, to tell us how they're making back to school shopping easy and inexpensive. Jensen, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
We are so excited to talk about this subject. I think for parents, going back to school can get a little overwhelming, especially when you start making that list and saying, wow, how much are we going to spend this year? And it might be out of our budget completely. So Goodwill is helping parents get back to school in a really inexpensive way.
Right, at Goodwill we have everything from your uniforms that most people think about whenever they think about shopping at Goodwill at this time of the year. But we also have everything from books for the college students or even the teachers, small appliances. Right, even small chairs that college students may use in their dorms. Anything from your backpacks to your lunch boxes, the drinking glasses that the students are carrying around everywhere. We have a lot of different items in the stores.
Absolutely. So whenever we were thinking about going back to school shopping, we were mainly thinking of uniforms, but you guys have so much more than that. And also when you start thinking about backpacks and school supplies, we also want to talk about books because you do have those available as well.
Yes. So during the summer, there's a lot of students that have reading assignments. And as they go through the remaining part of the year and through the school year, they're going to have other reading assignments. Goodwill gets donated a lot of books. Whenever one student might finish that book, their parents may donate it, and it'll end up at Goodwill, and we get a lot of different books there. So it's a good place to shop for those books.
Absolutely, that's great news. And I think I'm going to tune in my younger self, and I know that whenever I was young, I loved getting new school supplies. So for the kiddos, and they might be like, well, I want brand new things, and that might be a little more expensive. But just because they're coming from Goodwill doesn't mean that they're not in good shape. The things that are donated to you guys are in great shape. Correct,
yes. The items that we put out on our floor are gently used donations. Some of them are brand new, right? Some of those items have tags on them still. Maybe another student grew out of those, those pants, or they don't like that backpack anymore. So some of those items not only are just gently used, some of them are brand new.
Absolutely. So that's great news for the kids too. And we also want to talk about all of the locations that you guys have. You have several around town. So you don't have to trek across town, or if you're in Shreveport, you don't have to go to Bossier, or vice versa. You guys have a few different locations around town.
Right. In Shreveport, Bossier, we have 5 stores, 5 traditional stores. We have 1 in Houghton, we have 1 in Bossier, and then there are 3 in the Shreveport area. We also have in the Shreveport area an outlet where things are sold even cheaper, and that's over on the Pines Road.
Yes. So we want to invite everyone to go back to school shopping with Goodwill, and also think about as the kids are going through their school year and their backpack might get a little worn, or they might have new reading assignments. If you need anything throughout the year, keeping in consideration Goodwill and knowing that they can buy, if the backpack tore or something, they can go and get a new one at Goodwill without spending a fortune on it.
Right.
Yes, so we're going to pop up that information on your screen where you can shop Goodwill and get back to school shopping, and don't go anywhere. We've got more Living Local after the break. Thank you so much, Jensen, for being with us.
Thank you for having me.